Hey there, YouTubers. This is Omega here, and welcome to episode 17 of my DC Universe online playthrough. And so, if you guys watched the video from yesterday, we had a pretty big update this morning. I think it was 18, and they have a few changes they did with the game. So, actually, if you boot up your system, you'll get I think a 150 megabyte, and that's from the PlayStation Network itself. You get a 150 megabyte update, but when you actually get into the game, you actually going to get a I think a 1.5 gig update. So yeah, a pretty hefty update. So, anyways, actually I want to start a mission here, so you'll just listen to me talk. Let's see. Let's do Exabyte Eclipse. There you go. But anyways, from yesterday, I said I was, with the update and whatnot. I have the list of what they updated, and actually head to Little Bohemia here first. And so, there's from what I gotten from the DCUO website, their official website. This said, game up to 18 is live, and they're given 5. Little changes of what they did with the system here. I'm just going to read through them. One of them is the content restructuring. So what they're doing is let's see, many changes in duels and alerts have had their difficulties increased. So looks like they're making it a little harder, and as you read down them, you actually can see why they did it. In order to offer smoother progression and a full range of content available. In addition, a number of new challenges modes are available. These higher tiered instances now offer upgraded loot and level appropriate rewards. So pretty much what they're doing is they're making the duels, alerts, and probably raids a little tougher, just because it's a lot of people do complain that these alerts and stuff are a little too easy, and I believe that's pretty true too. Mostly if you have a really good team already, like you have all your bases, your roles. You got your controller, healer, tank, DPS. With that, it makes it easy. Even some of the earlier alerts, or even the T2 alerts, something you can kind of get away with doing, like do 2 DPS and 1 controller and 1 healer. And so with that, they changed the difficulty. I haven't touched those yet. I might do a video of my higher level, going through the duels and alerts, and maybe challenges too. So anyways, let's go to the next one. Challenge improvements. Challenge modes can now be accessed through the on-demand menu. So instead of going through to the watchtower, it looks from the way it sounds like you don't have to go to the watchtower and talk to the little PC theirs, and then setting you up. So now you can just go through the anyways you can go through the on duty menu. So I might need to concentrate here real quick, because this is not a good place to be talking a lot here. Anyways, let's do this real quick. Usually it lets you set up that right there. Anyways, okay, that's glitchy. Anyways, so this mission here, pretty much you have to protect Star Labs. So, oh my gosh, that's why I said it's not the best place to be talking while doing this mission here. Just because there's so many of them. Looks like they deal. I don't know. The AI in this one is a little stupid now, I guess. I had trouble last time when I was going through it. Just this part right here is really troublesome. Okay, who else do we have? Okay. I don't have to raise those if I don't want to. Let's head over here and grab the investigation. Okay. Let's see. The missions associated with challenges modes have been removed and no longer available. So I don't even know what that means. We'll see. And then the third one is bonus awards. You will now receive a weekly award box the first time you complete a tier 1 through tier 3 challenge, duo, or alert within a week. This award box offers a random level appropriate item as well as additional marks of triumph. Furthermore, tier 2 and tier 3 raids will be awarded a monthly raid award box. This box includes a random raid item and additional marks of triumph. It's pretty much sounds from the sounds of it, they're just giving you an award like maybe once a week and or once a day maybe, and each one is just a random award. Like I said, it could be from marks of triumphs to being an item for you. So that's pretty cool, I guess. I don't know. Like I said, I haven't touched any of these yet, so I will probably do it once I'm done with this video here. I just go play around with Dr. Sorcery and see what we got here. So
our exobyte data is showing huge results.
So in this part here, all you have to do is just protect her from enemies around. So actually, if you want to hit this little computer here, it actually sets up these torrents for yourself. Anyways, the fourth one is currency unification. So from what I read from this one, I won't read the whole thing because it's kind of long here. What it is what they're doing is they're really just taking out the marks of distinctions and the marks of momentum and all that. They're just using one mark now for every from the sound of it, from every tier armor. And so, or at least tier 2, nope, it's tier 1 through 3. So all they're really doing is just taking that mark away and then making it one mark only, so people won't get confused at all. And with that being taken care of, they're doing that. They actually will now make it so the getting those tiered armor will take a little longer, or a little more, instead of maybe doing like 40 marks of triumph, you have to do like 80, 90 or something like that. So which is kind of, I guess, it has its uses, I guess, because the fact that now it's now you don't have to. I don't know if maybe doing tier 2 alerts will give you more marks of triumphs, or do they still give you 4? But like I said, makes it so you don't have to get all the way up there just to get the armor pieces. So like I said, they're really doing this because I'm pretty sure it's because of the Guild Wars 2. I know it's conspiracy right now, but I have to say it's probably because Guild Wars 2, just because of the fact that playing through it is pretty simple. And like I said, DC Universe Online is actually really simple, other than getting up to the raids and whatnot, which you actually need people to do. So with that, I mean, from getting from 1 to 30 in this game is very simple, because this game is all about end game. So they want you to get through the first set really easy, and then once you hit level 30, everything kind of opens up for you. Fortunately, I can't talk about Guild Wars 2 because I'm only like level 8 or 9, so I don't know much about the end game as of right now. I'm pretty sure there hasn't been too much end game just because the game just came out. But anyways, enough about Guild Wars 2. And then the last one is match and duo challenge bosses. So many challenge and duos mode bosses have learned some new tricks. Many will now use familiar weapon combos as well as block. Their attacks may both inflict and be vulnerable to its counterattack mechanics such as blocking, interrupt, and block breaking. So from the sounds of it, they're just upping the bosses now. So instead of them just hitting you, now they can block, negate damage and all that, block break you, and all whatever. So it's pretty much almost like fighting a normal person or another player. So fortunately, like I said, I had no if you saw that right there, like that. I got block break. Nice. Let's get this real quick here. These are actually spread across here. I don't know if I want to grab them. They're actually like mostly on top of. I don't know if you see one right there. It's usually like on top of it. here, mostly in this mission here. Shoot. There we go. Briefings are, yeah. In this one, the briefings are pretty much on top of a lot of these little pillars and whatnot. So, looks like I'm on to the first boss here. Yep, this one has 2 bosses. Because you'll be going through 2 different areas. So, let's see. Get rid of these.
In Lex Luthor's plans for her research. Dr. Khan remains under close security until all issues with Lex Luthor are resolved.
Well, block break these watches. He's gonna block me and stun me. He didn't do it. Okay, so with that being said, I have to fight Metallo here. He's pretty simple. It's pretty much straight up fight him. You have Superman's help too, but he doesn't do much, I guess. He makes a pretty good tank, so, or somewhat of a good tank. Let's see, what do we have on for agenda here? Yep. Okay. So, with that being said, that is the updates. There might be more info coming out, maybe, and see what we have here. But with that said, I am now going to be talking about our roles here. So, like I said, you know, DC Universe revolves around, you know, your roles here. You have, you know, your DPS role. You have your healing, controlling, and tank. So, yeah, 4 separate roles. Each role has, you know, depends on what power you play. So, your healing will be nature, let's see, nature, sorcery, and electricity. So, those are your main healing roles. And as I said before, each role has a DPS role. So, any power could be a DPS, as long as you switch, you swap it to DPS role, which is the fire stance. If you look on the top left corner there, right now it says a shield, but really I'm not a tank. It's because of the transformation. But let's see what we got here for our items. But like I said, those are your 3 main healing roles. You also have your tank roles, which is real quick. Your tank roles, which is your fire and wait a minute. Oh, Superman. I'm talking too much here. Okay, tank roles is fire, earth, and ice. So those are your tank roles, and like I said, each one is totally different from another one. Sure, you do, you know, absorb damage, but and that's what I probably should explain what they do. So tank roles, you got your healing roles here. They, of course, they heal. Their main purpose to heal, try to keep everybody alive. Then you have your tank roles. Then the tank roles, what actually they do is try to keep everybody alive with getting what I like to call is hate. A lot of people call it aggro. Since I'm a big Final Fantasy guy, Final Fantasy 11 I should say, we use hate as our aggro. So your whole point is getting hate and trying to get all the monsters or a certain a boss, you know, just to hit you instead. So you'll be spamming a lot of your attacks, try to, you know, grab that hate. And then you have your controller role, which is let's see, I want to gadgets, green lance, your light power, and psychic power. So with those with the controller role, your main job is to debuff and provide power to other players. So with that, you know, it's probably one of my favorite jobs to do, because, you know, you have to keep everybody. You're always, you know, thinking ahead. You know, I got to do this and do this. And with controller, oh my gosh. With controller role, you know, your first move that you have, and if you know your controller is when you have like a little squiggly, like a little circle. I wish I could do it here. What the hell am I doing? Nothing. But with controller role, yeah. So, anyways, oh my gosh, this guy's harder than I thought. And then, yep, you have debuffs like you know, debuff their attacks to make them so they don't hit as much. Debuff their defense, their healing, and whatnot. And controllers are the healer's worst nightmare. So if you see one, try to stay away from it if you can. Let's see. We have our last role is our DPS role. And so what DPS does is pretty simple. Try to output as much damage as you can. That's your role. And when you do a let's see. Jeez, like, these guys are kind of getting annoying. Let's do this. Okay. Don't die on me. Oh jeez, that was fun. Anyways, what are we talking about? DPS. So when you do a move here, like see, if I do this move here, you're gonna see the little star under my name there, the little green star there. You see it light up. That means it's giving me a like an increase of my attack. Mostly, they're like about 30% to 40. The highest I've seen was like 60 or 70. So with that, you gotta know that you gotta if you want to, you can chain them up pretty nicely. I won't go into that because, like perfectly said, I'm not a DPS myself, so I won't be I won't be the right person to be talking about DPSing. So that's all you really have to know about your roles and whatnot. Like DPS is probably the one that, you know, like I said, you could chain your attacks together, and if you do that, you maximize the your output. So with that being said, those are your roles. And like, hopefully I can go into them more and maybe do more videos actually explaining them one by one. So okay, nothing. Okay, so you get to actually see it instead of listening about it. But hopefully you guys can take that into consideration. Like I said, this game is all about your picking a role and sticking with it. And there's one cool thing about the game is the fact that you can actually dual roles too. So don't just come in here thinking, oh, I want to be a healer, and then just be a healer. You can also DPS too, so that's a cool thing. The only problem with that is you have to put a little more time into your character because you're going to need DPS gear and all that. So yeah, and like I said, every job has different type of gear. So like healing, I could go with the healing type gear that helps my healing a lot more efficient, or I go DPS. So every job can go DPS, and and then you have your secondary job if you want to, or whatever job you want. It could be a healer and DPS. So we are coming up to almost the end here. So oh shoot. Roll away real quick. I'm gonna die. No, don't die. Whoa, that was close.
Fall back into defensive positions and secure our control points.
Okay. That won't help at all. Go to wolf form here. Yeah, I probably should stay in my wolf form. It does a lot more damage. Let's pop a heal up real quick.
Evacuate all non-security Star Labs personnel.
I'll hit this guy, kill him. Oh, come on, please give me that. Anyways, okay, so we're almost done here. I just activated this torrents to attack the other enemy, so I'm good there. Like I said, I'll probably just stick to my wolf form instead of being my human form. It does a lot more damage. So I don't know if anyone knows, but the boss in this fight is actually Lex Luthor. So he's actually up in the room ahead over there.
Classified materials.
Just gotta clear up this room. I got a box. Doesn't give me anything good except for soda cola. Keep saying soda cola. But we have Lex Luthor coming up here. Oh, these guys are getting annoying with the blocking and all that. So let's talk Superman here real quick. So in this fight here, what you're gonna be doing is actually, once Lex Luthor comes in, you see these crypto pulsars. He actually has this like force field around him, so you have to come here and activate them, and they break his force field. And so then you can attack him, because if you try to attack him now, you're doing like 1 damage. And so you have to actually go over here and deactivate him or activate him. His armor, you know. His armor, his shield goes down, so you can actually do damage to him. So pretty simple fight. And then, yep, once you get to a certain HP, then his armor goes back up. You have to activate all of them, so you can't kill him. I don't know. I don't think you can kill him before you have to activate all of them. But oh, look at this! Now he blocks, and Superman blocks too. It helps. I wonder if that makes going through Fortress South a little bit easier, or harder, I should say. Now they block.
Must defeat Lex before the EMP field is purged.
Almost done. There we go. Prototype. Now throw away some stuff. Talk about it. Next episode, I need to sell some stuff because I have way too many things in inventory. Getting bothersome. Anyways, let's talk Superman here.
You did it. Lex doesn't
Then
like
we'll
to
get a
take no for an answer,
cutscene.
but so long as you and I are here, he has no choice. Great work, and thanks.
Okay, so one little thing before I head out. Click that 2000 XP. Actually, if you go to your undo menu, not everything has changed. Mostly, part of it has changed. It actually now it says 1 player, 2 player, 4 player, and 8 player. It used to say you know, the vault, and then it used to say duos, alerts, and then raids. So now they changed it to 1 player, 2 player, 4 player, 8 player. So you know, new people won't, you know, look at it and be like, I could probably go to this one, and then get mad like I can't even beat it. How can you solo it? So it actually tells you how many people you need before you can solo it, or before you can solo it, before you can go into it and beat it. So last investigation here.
Classified materials registry.
Cool. So I'll probably end the video here. Like I said, subscribe to my channel if you guys like the videos. Thumbs it up, and if you guys want to play with me in game, my PSN ID is Omegabalmung. Oh, they added there's a return location here. Anyways, and so, like I said, yep, add me on PSN Omegabalmung, and I'll have that in the descriptions. And then oh, well, this is pretty much it here. Yeah, so hope everybody enjoys the video. Hope you learned something from you know, from my ramblings on roles in here. I probably soon will put out videos of different different roles. Hopefully, I think I only have a few of them that are a little higher than 15. So I do have a level 30 tank, DPS, and healer. So I guess I'm only missing a controller. But anyways, hopefully you guys enjoyed it. This is Omegabalmung, and I'll see you guys next time.